the preparation style for you changed this week, or is it just as normal as any other week?
I mean, at the end of the day, the reality is I just got here, so it's going to be a little bit of overdrive, not as a normal week as if I've been here the whole time, but we're definitely going to be taking it day by day and just doing what we can each day to prepare ourselves for Sunday.
I think it'll be 19 days for you between trade and starting. How have you handled this whirlwind?
Just try to take it day by day. I mean, you can't look at it, that wide view. You just come in each day. That's all you can do. You don't have any control of the future or the past. You don't have any control of the things you don't. You just kind of understand the situation and do what you can to control what you can control.
What's more challenging, starting those games you did as a rookie, where you had been there the whole offseason, or now you've got a couple years experience, but yet it's in a place where you haven't been, which is harder, which is easier, what's different?
I'm not sure those are compared. You can compare those, honestly. I mean, coming in as a rookie and, not feeling all the way comfortable with NFL football in general, that's different than coming into a different scheme. I mean, I've had 3 different offenses the last 3 seasons in Tennessee, and more than anything, you just try to match the carryover and do your best to execute the way it's called over here,
How have you evolved as a passer since that rookie season with 3 starts you had that year?
I just try to continue to work each day to, learn from mistakes and just continue to try to be the best I can each day. And like you say, you go against different defenses. Like you say, this is another defense I'm facing that's different than the one we had in Tennessee. So understanding that and seeing where, it's consistent as far as what our reads are saying and just continuing to grow in that aspect.
Obviously not wishing injury upon any teammates, but are these the kind of opportunities you dream of as a backup quarterback?
I think you just come in each day and do your job the best of your ability. When the opportunity arises, that's what it is in this league. Each guy just kind of does what they can to work hard and get better each day until the opportunity arises. And this is definitely one of those opportunities, it seems, or it may be. You know what I mean?
Coach Wilson, you were doing post-practice stuff. How much extra time are you putting in on the field and, I guess, studying?
I'm just trying to put in as much time as I need to feel comfortable and just make sure that whenever my number is called, I'm ready. Whether Jordan can go or he can't, just try to be ready regardless, because even if he can go, I have to be ready, just as last week,
You mentioned all these different offenses that you've had an opportunity to learn in the league. Has that helped you for this kind of quick turnaround with this offense? And what is the secret? What's the key to learning an offense on the fly?
I mean, I can't say it hurt, but more than anything, it's just getting reps with those guys. And, football's football at the end of the day. And you just kind of find the carryover and connect the dots for yourself and try to communicate with the coaches and where the crossover was, if it's messed up or if it's not, you know what I mean? And just try to see if we see it out the same set of eyes.
Where do you feel like you are right now with knowing this offense, this playbook?
What do you mean?
How much of this playbook do you know? Is it 100%? Is it something less than that? Where are you in the process of learning this playbook?
I'm not sure I put a percentage on it. I'm just trying to, whatever we have in each day, try to come in, diagnose it, study it the night before, and be able to go out there and execute it. As far as that goes, we've been doing multiple days of just grinding at the playbook when we don't have days on of practice, and then we just try to continue to grow and utilize what we need in order to, go out there and serve in the game.
Has it been pretty much round the clock since Friday, kind of getting caught up to speed? Or what were you learning on the flight back?
It's been pretty much around the clock since I got here. That's the reality of this thing. You try to come in and be ready to go if you're called upon. And like you said, you just work each day, and that's it. That's all you can do. That's all you can control, you know what I mean?
What have you liked about the offense, and just how has that chemistry been just with this group since you've been here?
I think it's great. I just try to go out and execute whatever coach calls, and he does a great job putting us in position to go out there and be successful, and just leaning on to, what the strengths are of this group.
How have your conversations with Jordan changed over the last 4 days?
I don't think so. I think it's been the same, and he's just been helping me along the way as soon as I got here until, this weekend. I think he continues to do so, and I think that we're going to support him, whatever he feels like he's ready for this weekend, and just be ready to go if we're called upon.
Have you had to tell Matt that you're not comfortable with anything yet?
I'm not sure that we're there yet. I think we're just taking it day by day, and we'll get to that point closer to game time if that is necessary. You know what I mean?
Can you share any of the advice Jordan has given you so far over the last few days?
I mean, he's given me plenty. I'll have to let y'all ask him, if he want me to put that out there. But I'm definitely grateful of the guidance he's been giving to me and helping me out along the way.
Have you thought about
Malik, have you thought about what it's going to be like to run out of the tunnel at Lambeau Field right after the possible starting quarterback from Green Bay Packers?
I haven't, but that sounds super exciting. I'm trying to take it day by day. It's just Wednesday. We still have a couple more days of practice and refining on this game plan and try to prepare ourselves for that.
Malik, today Matt said you've been here 3 weeks, feels like 3 months. What do you think you've done that has made him feel that way about your presence?
I mean, more than anything, just try to continue to come in here day in and day out and work and try to gain as much information as I can and, just diagnose it and be able to utilize it and perform as we go out there on the field. And that's just taking it day by day, controlling what you control. You only have so many hours in a day, you know what I mean?
With that in mind, how much does it help knowing that you're facing an AFC South team that you prepared for as a pro?
I'm not sure it mattered who we're playing. You got to go and prepare. You got to go and continue, like you say, go out there and practice hard and try to understand what we're trying to do with this game plan and, utilize it, watch the film and be honest with ourselves about what we're seeing and just go out there and be ready to execute.
You seem very calm with us. Are you nervous? Are you excited?
Nervous about what?
About potentially starting.
Oh, it's Wednesday. I'm not worried about that. It's just continuing to work each day this week and gain more and more confidence in the guys and have them gain more confidence in me if that's the plan, or just be ready to go if Jordan can go. And that's, all up to Jordan.
Were there nerves Friday at the end of the game? You come in after being on the sideline of the game, you got 2 plays. What goes through your mind in that situation?
I'm not sure there were nerves. I feel like I was kind of cold. I wasn't expecting it for sure. And I had been ready the whole game, making sure I was calling the plays out and thinking about what I would do. And I think it was just, last minute, 5 seconds left. You don't expect that in any form, you know what I mean?
I mentioned that flight back. Did you take time to process what this week was going to be like, prepare? Did you just sleep? Like, how did you spend your flight back?
I'm not sure that I was looking forward. I think I was just trying to make it back home. It's a 10-hour flight. That's a long jump.
Right.
So I was just trying to get some rest because it was going to be daytime when we got here. I didn't want to mess up my sleep schedule.
You talk about Friday, it was just a couple snaps, but was it good to get that out of your system and have at least a taste of it before Sunday if you end up starting?
I mean, it was cool. I hate we didn't get the Hail Mary off. We didn't give us a chance. I mean, Jordan made a great throw on the left sideline to Jay Reed and got us a chance. So, I mean, more than anything, I was kind of disappointed in that. But at the end of the day, it's just one play, literally 5 seconds. It is what it is.
Has Jordan been out there at practice with you guys? Not when we're there. He's obviously not out there, but does he come out later on to help with you?
Yeah, he's coming out there. He's getting his mental reps. Like you said, he's preparing to play. You know what I mean? And we're just preparing ourselves if he can't go. And that's like we said, the reality of this league. So we just have to continue to utilize these reps and be ready to go if called upon.
Malik, how much of a rapport have you been able to develop with these receivers, and how helpful have they been, kind of letting you know what they like ahead of Sunday?
I think it's been great just having so many reps at practice. Not only team reps but the RBAs, the ball security, just being able to get some time with the guys and continue to learn them.
Malik, given this whole situation and the fact that you just got here, do you have to go into this game just expecting, all right, the Colts are going to say, we're not going to let these guys run the ball, we're going to make this new guy a quarterback beat us with his arm? I mean, is that an oversimplification, or is that what you have to expect?
I don't know. I think you're thinking about it from a different perspective than I am. I mean, more than anything, they have a defense that they've been running there for a while, and they have a great defensive coordinator who it's his job to play defense, and it's our job to play offense. And we just have to focus on what our game plan is going to be and be able to execute that when the time comes this weekend. And I have to be ready to go if he can, and that's it. That's how we're looking at it. We're not looking at it from that details perspective of yours, Sorry about that.
I know it's been a few years since Matt LaFleur was in Tennessee, and he's been removed from that situation for a while. But when you came over here, was there similarities that you and LaFleur could kind of understand from Tennessee's playbook, and then coming over here, was that helpful at all?
I think it was definitely helpful. Not that him being there made a huge difference, but just some similarities in a couple of the systems that I've been a part of and that he has been a part of. I feel like we could communicate and speak the same language. I feel like there's definitely some crossover, but we definitely had to focus on getting me up to speed in what we're talking over here, the language that we're speaking over here.
Hypothetically, this is a 1-week thing. How much would it help if this situation too would come up again, maybe later in a postseason run, just to have this game under your belt? Do you feel like can really make you feel more comfortable?
I mean, that's the only way you get better is reps, and live game reps would definitely be beneficial. At this point, I've only played 3 games, and that was as a rookie. call it what you want to. I wasn't ready yet, but I had to go in, and I'm a different player than them. But you control what you control. It's not about what you know; it's about what you can prove on the field. You know what I mean?
Like you mentioned a couple of times, there's only so many hours in a day. Is there a point where you have to say, okay, I'm going to work my tail off, but I also have to make sure that I'm not going overboard and it starts to have diminishing returns? Or is there, I'm just curious about your preparation in that, because you do still have to sleep, you still have to get your mind off it on occasion. What's your approach to that?
I feel like it's a very detailed schedule that I'm not willing to put out there. But I'm definitely doing what I can to feel comfortable and to feel like I put in enough work. But I'm definitely trying to get like 7-8 hours of sleep. It's not like I'm staying up till 2 in the morning, you know what I mean? But I'm definitely utilizing the time in the day and working with my time management to make sure I'm educating myself best as I can.
We're still we're still getting to know you, obviously. So how you are with us isn't necessarily how you are with your teammates or how you are in a game. But is this kind of even-keeled personality? Is this how you always are? Are we getting a pretty good feel for you in this instance, how you are with everyone else, or is this different?
I'm not sure how to answer that. I just don't. I know y'all be trying to get us, so I just be trying to keep it cool with y'all. I don't want no beef, I swear.
Malik, you mentioned not being ready when you got your opportunity a couple of years ago, and now you're a different player. What's it been like to sit on that, to know that you got a shot and waiting for another shot that you want to be getting this week? What's that been like for you?
I mean, the mindset doesn't change. You just kind of prepare. I mean, whether you're 2, 3, whatever it is, you just prepare until you get an opportunity. That's the way this league works, You got guys like Taylor Heineke. You got guys all over the league that have been in positions where they weren't starting or where they weren't playing, and then they just continue to work and work and work. When they get the opportunity, they can put something good on tape. That's all you want to do is put something good on tape for yourself, and when given the opportunity, go out and perform as best you can.
You talked about other coordinators you've played for. How has that kind of helped in terms of having to study this offense as quickly as you have?
I think it's definitely given me some study habits and some ways to try to go and memorize, and not only memorize but learn and just kind of adjust to what's being called and what's the differences and what's the carryover and just what are the concepts, Just all the little things and just being able to connect the dots.